Now moving on for the next day, we will be focusing on these schools and updating them accordingly. Suppose I visited school ABC and they have demanded more classrooms, say from 10 to 40 or whatever it may be. So I simply choose that particular transaction, right click and click on edit. Once I am into this, click on next. You can see all the data has been pre-populated, so you need not fill in again, and then you can make the changes wherever you want. So they are interested in 35 classrooms now, so I keep on increasing the number of classrooms to 35. Once this is done, I click on next and finish. You may see the changes has been made accordingly. The number of classrooms for school ABC is now 35. Now you have visited school ABC and they are interested in language lab 2. Go to that particular school, right click and then click on create opportunity, language lab. Click on next. Note that the data has been populated already. Click on next. Now fill in the necessary details, the meeting date, the time when you met him, the number of licenses, and at what stage it is. Estimate a closing date. Fix up the follow-up date. Click on next and finish. You may see that language lab, a separate transaction for language lab has been added for that particular school. Now suppose you have visited the next school XYZ and then they were interested in Light, DigiSchool Lite, and then you have given a demo over there. So you'll just extend the opportunity, click on next. The data has been populated, click on next, and now it is a demo which you're going to give at that particular school. So click on that, choose the stage, change the meeting date accordingly, the timings when you met that person, and then change the follow-up date when you're going to meet him again. Click on next. As soon as you have done this, that particular transaction has also been added. So now for XYZ school, there are two transactions. One is a DigiSchool Lite, wherein you will be showing the demo, and the previous one was the same school XYZ with the product DigiSchool Lite, and it was an initial school visit. Now moving on to school 123 and assuming it to be a telephonic follow-up, we have to update our records. So right click on that particular transaction and then extend opportunity. Note that the data has been pre-populated. Click on next, and now the number of licenses for this particular school, say it's around 11 and they want a fresh proposal. Change the meeting dates accordingly, and then the follow-up date too. Click on next and then finish. You can see that school 123 has been changed and the record has been added separately. Now at the end of the day, we would like to report all the activities that happened on this particular date alone to our respective ZMs and TMs. So we may sort this according to date and then remove all the fields which are not necessary. Right click on that particular on that particular transaction, and then remove record from view. See that that particular transaction has been removed from this view. Do it for the remaining 2 transactions. One important point, never delete a record permanently from the view because it will be deleted from the database too. Please note that you can do multiple selections for these transactions. Right click and remove record from the view. Now all the records of 5th November are there in this view. All you have to do is export to Excel and then save it. You may see all the records of 5th November are present here. None of the records of the previous dates are present over here. You may attach this Excel file to your Outlook and then forward it to your respective ZMs and TMs. Another important tool in this application is the Bill of Material calculator. Click on it, enter the number of classrooms and the product type. This is basically only for DigiSchool, Lite and Elite. Say it's Elite and then click on calculate. You may see that a bill of material has been produced automatically. All you need to do is export this in an XLS file format, that is an Excel format. Save it and if you want to view it, you may view it in an Excel. Attach it to your Outlook and then forward it if required.